Yeah, no, never thought of, can barely play an instrument myself, much less a quartet. This is a hobby that from young, I guess, started model aircraft and stuff like that. These are figures, not a lot of assembly, but a lot of time spent, I think, mainly painting them. So using acrylic, oil paints, and so they come basically blank, and then you got to paint it to simulate. That's quite therapeutic, the painting part. The biggest fun, I think, is painting it. And how do you then simulate things like, this is an amphibious vehicle, right? So how do you see the dirt below? How do you blend it in? And because this is amphibious, right? So how do you simulate the rust that could happen? What I did, I think, 2014, I think that's when I had my first book, So the World We Live In, to raise money for charity. So apart from book sales, so this one we had about 4 charities. So pictures I've taken over the years. And then last year we did another one. So this one is Our Place in the World. So apart from book sales, was also auctioning prints, basically supporting charity. From 1/4 until now, I think with some of the government matching grants, I've raised about $5 million. When we were young, my dad worked in a building where H&M building is, the shop, opposite Hiran. And in front of it, actually, there was a very big canal and drain. So weekends, I remember we will go there and then we will climb into the canal and then we will catch guppies. I don't know whether people still use it, like the big plastic cover that you put over your food, the rigid ones. And of course, there are a lot of holes, right, for ventilation. So you go there, then you go into the drain and you scoop and catch guppies. I think one of my all-time favorites actually is the Cantonese movie, so In the Mood for Love by Wong Kar-wai. So it's just, for whatever reason, I mean, just fantastic acting, great soundtrack, cinematography by Christopher Doyle is just amazing. Not much of a public knowledge, not that there's much of a skill to talk about. I guess like some, I mean, when I was young, I learned to play the piano, so I did all the way until grade 8. My big regret actually is that I only really began to enjoy music actually after I finished. So I always thought about perhaps going back to practice again, but actually, if anything, there's one thing I hope to do is maybe to learn the cello. So still thinking about whether I want to pick that up, because that's an instrument that I really like. I really like the sound of it. So we'll see lah.